A couple of days ago, President Muhammad Buhari spoke about his reason for not supporting state police. And one of those reasons was that he fears that the governors will abuse state policing. Up till now, the sort of administration President Muhammad Buhari runs is that everything is from Abuja, no decentralization. Everything, every order comes from Abuja. We recall the ugly incidents that occurred a couple of days ago, the Magodo one, where Magodo residents were protesting. They started crying to the governor of the state, Sanwo-Olu. A demolition was about to take place, so they were beckoning on him that he should not do that, and they should meet at a point. They should meet somewhere. They were calling for dialogue regarding demolition. But before that time, the place was already surrounded by the police just to ensure that it doesn't escalate or lead to something else. The governor now visited the location and told the police that, okay, you guys should pull back. Time to pull back. No more demolition. Let's leave the area. Let everything just calm down. But the police refused, stating that they came from Abuja. It was orders from Abuja. It was so embarrassing that the police cannot listen to the governor of the state. The governor of the state, the way things are run, the way the politics is run in Nigeria, is that every governor of the state, they are the chief security of their own states. Every governor. That is why if there's any incidents, any killing, anything, the first thing we do not ask where is the police, where is this or where is that. The first thing, what is the governor doing? Why is the governor not putting things in place? So they are the chief security officer of every state. So Sanwo-Olu to be given that sort of treatment, it was so unbelievable. We know the Southwest governors, they reacted to this. But this is all we're talking about because everything is still centralized, is from Abuja. Well, President Muhammad Buhari was giving reasons why he doesn't want this, that the governors, they will begin to abuse the use of these state police. But what we are facing right now, the insecurity in the country is it's not even, is getting worse. The insecurity is getting worse. Killings here and there. There's no day you turn to the news that you'll not hear a report of people being killed, bandits, Boko Haram, killer Fulani headsmen. All of these are still happening in our communities, in our different states. And the governors have been crying out that state policing would help to reduce all of this if there's decentralization of power. If the states have the authority to give orders, then we know that we know what we're dealing with, and each state will handle things differently. But surprisingly, President Muhammad Buhari has been kicking against it. Now, the leader of the Ijaw community, he's speaking right now. He has replied President Muhammad Buhari, Chief Edwin Clark. We know he speaks about Buhari's government policies that are unfavorable. He calls Buhari out for those ones. So he's someone that speaks. He stands for the people. He stands for the people. He's the one speaking to President Muhammad Buhari right now, responding to Buhari's position on state policing. We'll bring you all of the details in a moment, but before we do, guys, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, click on the like button, and if it's your first time, you're very, very welcome. Please hit on the subscribe button. God bless you. Now to the news. Edwin Clark, an Ijaw national leader, says majority of Nigerians believe in state policing. Speaking during a recent Channels television interview, President Muhammadu Buhari had said state police is not an option for the nation. Reacting to the president's statement on Monday, Clark said state police is one of the cardinal points of a federal system. He argued that it cannot be discarded over fears that it could be used by state governors in persecuting perceived political opponents. Mr. President dismissed the call for state police in the country. He said that state police was not an option, that governors will misuse it. He gave an unrelated instance of the relationship between state governors and local governments, and there is no functional local government in the country, Clark said. While the president is right that no local government in this country truly functions as provided by the Constitution, not even the joint account under which state governments receive monies on behalf of the local governments, because the accounts are fully controlled by the state governors, it is not enough to dismiss the demand for state police. Like I stated in my recent interview, state police is a popular agitation by Nigerians and was robustly discussed and agreed upon during the 2014 National Conference. It's very unfortunate that the state governors who are elected under the party are the ones running the party today. But it is unconstitutional for Mr. President to say that state police, which was even recommended by the El-Rufai Committee as one of the items under devolution of power to be transferred from the executive list in Schedule 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended to Schedule 2 of the current list, should be discarded. I totally agree with Mr. President that most state governors have undermined the provisions of the 1999 Constitution where local government is provided for under Section 8. They do not only abuse the joint account system but also engage in establishing caretaker committees rather than conducting free, fair, and democratic elections. I also agree with Mr. President that state police could be used by the state governors in persecuting perceived political opponents. But it's also true that the federal government is also using the Nigerian police force to persecute perceived political opponents, undermining the NAS and obstructing free speeches. But that does not mean that the whole idea of state police should be discarded. That would mean throwing away the baby and the bathwater. Clark said there is an urgent need to restructure the country and to have a new constitution for the country to survive. The Ijaw leader accused the president of being insincere and dishonest with regards to his campaign promise of restructuring the country. All of the campaign promises of President Muhammadu Buhari, we know that they were just meant for the electioneering period. If we try to compare the promises he made and what he has done in reality, we know that their words apart, no connection. He promised restructuring as well, promised an end to the insecurity, the economy as well, also corruption. Now, Buhari talking about that he fears that governors will abuse state policing. Clark is reminding him that what about your government? What about your leadership as well? Because Buhari's government, they use the EFCC, they use DSS to intimidate those who are perceived as their political opponents, those who are on the opposite side of what they are doing, those who are not in support of the All Progressive Congress. They use DSS, they use EFCC. These are tools that are meant to be their anti-graft agency that are meant to, EFCC is meant to tackle corruption. But it's a tool in President Muhammadu Buhari's hand. Edwin Clark is telling him that it is very wrong for you to say that you want to discard the use of state policing, that you don't want to accept it for these reasons you are giving. These reasons, they are flimsy, they are not strong enough, they do not hold water. Well, guys, leave us your own take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.